Hey guys, good day. My name is Michael Anthony, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Audiofusion wireless in-ear monitor system. Basically, it allows you to listen to your mixes, whether you're a keyboardist, bass, drummer, or singer. It allows you to listen to your mixes wirelessly from your phone. I actually bought this MacBook Pro 15-inch and the router, and I bought 4 iPhone 6 and this iPad Air 2. It'd be a lot cheaper if you already have these or if you're into the Apple platform. However, I am an Android person. I've been an Android person for years, and Audiofusion actually is working on getting the Android platform online as well. So I bought this MacBook, I bought 4 iPhone 6, and I have a iPad mini which I had for maybe 3 years, and I bought the router. The router costs around close to $300, but I got it refurbished. I got it for like $170 refurbished. I already had the mixer. Comparing it to the bigger platforms or the bigger wireless in-ear monitoring body packs and transmitters, this is a fraction of the cost that you would be spending compared to the different brands. Now, I've bought one license already. That's the license that you see I'm using here on the phone. I plan to buy 4 more licenses to incorporate a 5-band. So when I'm going out to various concerts, I just give the band members each phone, and they'll be using the phone as an in-ear monitoring system. Now, where I'm from the Caribbean, a little island called Antigua, and a lot of people here are Android oriented. We have 1 or 2 Apple persons, but like I said, Android is what most persons would have, so they won't really have an iPhone for them to use this system. That's the reason why I bought the iPhones as well. Now, all of the expense here, I wasn't paid for this. This is actually things that I bought out of my pocket. I think if you're interested in monitoring mixes as well, and you want to venture out in the wireless field, because I mean, once you go wireless, it's going to be a bit more expensive than if you're wired. Wired is very good. Only thing that is wired, you're basically tethered or you're stuck in one position. If you're a singer, you can't go out in the congregation and you have a wired in-ear monitoring on you. You need a wireless body pack. You can have the iPhone clipped onto you. I bought the iPhone clips in order to clip to your side. In order for you to run the Audiofusion, you need a MacBook, a iPad or an iPhone. You need a digital mixing board, and also, which is very important, you need a router, a powerful router that has a 5 gigahertz frequency. So this is a TP-Link AC5400. It's a pretty powerful router. It has 3 bands, 2.4 gigahertz and 2 5 gigahertz. Now you can actually look that up to see what it's about, but basically it allows you to transfer more data to the ear faster. Also, I have a MacBook Pro. I believe this is a 15-inch. I have a iPad Air 2, and I have a iPhone 6 here as well. So the main brain of this whole operation for Audiofusion is Soundcaster. Soundcaster is the app that they use for the Mac. On the iPad or on the iPhone, the app is called Performer. Performer is what you would use to hear your mix. Now, I have a XR18 mixer here. It's an 18-channel mixer, and in order for us to hear yourself or hear the audio, you need to plug in the multi-channel from the mixer to the laptop. Now, what I have here on the mixer, I have a channel 1 input, channel 2 input, and a channel 3 input. The channel 1 and 2 are actually coming from my iPad that you hear the music from right now, which I will explain soon. And channel 3 is actually a microphone, which I have at the back here, just for you to hear this video. Now, in order for us to get the sound into the laptop, we have the sound going into the router. Now it comes out of the router through the USB port. This is a multi-channel USB port, and I could plug it straight into the laptop. However, in order for us to transmit the audio over Wi-Fi to our phones, in order for us to transfer the audio from Wi-Fi to our phone, we need to hook up our router to the laptop. However, the most modernized MacBooks or Mac laptops, they don't have a Ethernet cable to plug into the laptop, so you have to get a dongle. So I have a dongle here, and the dongle has a Ethernet cable. This cable is going to the back of this router. Now I have the mixer plugged into the dongle, as you can see here, and now both the router and the mixer are plugged into my laptop right here. So that's how we get audio into the Soundcaster app on the Apple. Now, if you notice, you see levels going up and down. That is because I'm talking and it's picking up the levels. Now, the audio that you send from the mixer comes into the laptop and it goes into the Soundcaster app. Now, once you open up Soundcaster and you have the mixer plugged in, you just go here and you select what kind of mixer is plugged into the Mac. The Mac will automatically pick up what type of mixer it is, so you just click the mixer. So I have the XR18 and I clicked it. Well, I deactivated it, now I'm going to activate it again. You see all the levels coming in, that's from the music and from the audio that you're hearing from the microphone. This Soundcaster is what is used to control the main volume that is broadcast throughout the iPhones that you'll be hearing in your monitor mix. Soundcaster will be able to pick up the type of channels that the board has. This XR18 is an 18 channel board, so it's picking up 18 channels, 1 through 18, but the Performer app only allows you to access 16 channels. So basically, out of the 18 channels, I will choose the 16 that I want. I could simply do that by pressing these switches here, which deactivates or activates the channel. Honestly, 16 channels is a lot of channels and should do you quite fine. Once you have the mixer plugged into the Mac, you want to turn off your Wi-Fi on the Mac because you don't want to pick up any more or any Wi-Fi signals to disturb or send any foreign audio into the mix, because it's not going to sound good. Now we have sound going into Soundcaster. In order for it to broadcast to the phone, it has to go back through the USB port and through the Ethernet cable. Technology is really crazy nowadays. And it goes into the router. The router transmits that audio signal and transmits it to the phone once you're connected to the router. Once your iPhone or iPad is connected to the router and you open up the Performer app, once the music is coming into the Soundcaster app, it automatically just broadcasts on the Performer app. In order for us to get sound today, because we don't have a live band, I'm using an app from Loop Community called Prime, which you can actually use as like a backing track. Or for my click tracks, I actually make my click tracks off of Ableton and I put it on the Prime app here, just for us to hear the sound that is coming in, because like I said, we don't have a live band. Now, this is actually the song Yahweh by Mali Music. I just redid it, did over everything in terms of I record my own music. Sounds pretty similar, but it's slightly different. So I'm going to let you guys hear it. This is just the music coming from the iPad itself. Right, so now I'm going to put the music into the mixer, which is going to go into the laptop, into the Soundcaster app, which will broadcast it from Wi-Fi to the phone. It's just a normal 3.5mm cable. Alright, so that's plugged in. I hit play, and now I don't know if you can hear it, but now that music that you're just hearing on the iPad is now being broadcast on the phone. Now this is the audio that you're hearing from the phone itself. It's not from the microphone, it's from the phone that I'm using to record. I have here aux 1, aux 2 and microphone 3. Now I can basically adjust the volume. I can go to whatever sound I'm listening to, and I can actually mute the sound or take down the faders. If you notice, you have all the different channels. This app allows you to pan things in stereo. You normally have a mono signal or mono sound Basically, what you're hearing in the left ear is what you're hearing in the right ear. However, this is able to pan the sound left and right. So if you have a full band, you can put the keyboards on your left ear, put the guitar on your right ear, the drums in the center. If you have vocals, you can do so much with it. Now, if you want a more in-depth, or you want a better understanding of how the Soundcaster and the Performer app works, the Audiofusion actually has videos online which you can see. You can ask them any questions you want. They're online, I believe, 24/7. Whenever I message them, I get a response within an hour. Because if you can actually like them and communicate them via Facebook or on the Audiofusion's website, audiofusion.com. Now, cost-wise, this is actually, the price for this is actually not bad at all. It's $100 per license. Basically, each phone is a license. It's $99, basically $100. So if you buy one license, it's $100, two licenses, $200, and it just goes up. This setup is not a permanent setup. This is just temporary, just for this video demonstration. However, I would actually have the router and the mixer in a rack, and I would actually use that and use the in-ear monitor system at various concerts. I was using this Shure, which was pretty good, but in order for me to increase the band, I would have to get more body packs, and one body pack is like $430. Audiofusion has another app other than the Soundcaster app on the Mac and the Performer on the iPhone and the iPad. They have another app called Director. Now, Director is what you would use for the overall mixing. You can use Director to control the Soundcaster and the Performer. The Director app is not out of its beta form as yet. You can actually message them and tell them you would like the beta form or the beta software for the Director app, which I got from them as well, and it's working pretty nice. You basically give it to the sound engineer to control the volumes and the mixes for the different various musicians or singers. You don't have to be in the mixing room in order for you to adjust the volumes and the levels. You can be in the congregation adjusting the level. Like I said, if you want more information, go on audiofusion.com and they will give you everything you need. So thank you guys so much for listening to my video. I hope you guys learned something of this awesome new system. Peace out.